Solo spin from the 60 of Justin Ray.
And Jason, we don't even get past turn 2.
Oh, and he goes into the rear of Dave Allen. It looks like the number 31. And that's what spins Truckee around, trying to avoid the accident up ahead. 59 driven by John Russo. Dave Allen lingering in 4th place is right where he needs to be. Cautious and careful has been his charge, and he's gained 5 on it.
I don't know whether you saw that YouTube chat, but Jackson Pole's family indeed confirming it for us that it's Jackson's favourite movie, apparently, and it is indeed a House Trade New Dragon livery. So there you go. Into the inside goes Jackson Pole now for the lead. Oh, there it is. Oh, as Pole grabs to the wall there. Oh, he's scraping down the wall through turn 4. Allen has to go hard left to avoid him. Russo's going to be boxed in here because also coming is Jason Truckee, who's, of course, had to repair that damage in the previous stop. He's really coming through. He's making it 3 wide for second position. It's the points leader, Dave Allen, in the middle. Jackson Pole on the outside will hold on.
What an amazing call, Ewan. 3 wide coming out the back stretch. Holy Toledo, it's not over yet. The 59 of John Russo and Alonzo King Jr. see the writing on the wall. There's a little bit of blood on the racetrack, and they're absolutely here for it. Dave Allen in 4th place kisses the wall.
Yeah, it was maybe a reaction to Jason Truckee coming over on him there on the front stretch, which will have just put the nerves into Dave Allen a little bit. Pole is remarkably hanging on to second here when it's clear he's not the second fast driver in this field, but he's holding on to this position very well. Because he didn't even come into pit lane, causing it.
31 of Dave Allen. We got to keep our ever watchful eye on him and what he is doing. Right now, he's trying to stay alone, but the 52 of Jackson Pole again into the barrier is going to lose ground to Alonzo King Jr., who consumed second place. Now Dave Allen is trying to find a podium spot. P3 belongs to him, but only temporarily.
Oh, that was close. The two of them very nearly got connected there, and I think Allen just backed out of it because he could feel it happening. You see his bad run onto the back straight. I think that was a reaction to what was happening alongside him there. He was reacting to Jackson Pole there, just making contact with him and very nearly sending them both into the wall there if they'd have carried on the way they were going. Now down the front stretch. Can Allen come back again? It's clear that that hasn't just taken momentum away from him. He's just knocked back for a brief moment. There he goes, nearly on the high line, but only up ahead of him. Jackson Pole on that high side. Truckee's trying to take them both on the low side, and Dave Allen's boxed in there on the back straight.
Dave Allen cannot do anything right now. He is boxed into the front. He is boxed into the left. He can now finally slip down in the middle, but it's such a tricky line. Nobody's really run the middle as he gets a big squeeze across the stripe from Jason Truckee.
He very nearly came across there, Truckee. He very nearly came across, but he then realised that he wasn't clear and he had to back out of it. So Truckee is now ahead of Allen in 4th. Then it's John Russo who's now arriving onto the scene in the white, red and black. That race car's getting a bit loose now. The 52 truck very, very loose through 1 and 2 there.
Then the 31 of Dave Allen sees the mistake made by Jackson Pole and takes advantage of the situation. Will slip right in towards P4 and right in front of the nose of Jackson Pole. Pole's not content with that conversation being over just yet, and that dragon still has to be tamed today.
I think the downside I was just sort of referencing to running that high line, by the way, we're starting to see, and maybe tyre life here for Jackson Pole, which just seems to be running away from him a little bit. Dave Allen passed him now in the 31 truck, and by the way, he is the hard charger, so we'll currently be getting a bonus point. Frank Marchese would be getting only a point closer to him in terms of bonuses, with the gap still 8. If the gap is 8, then that's bad news for Marchese, really. Indeed, would be good enough for Allen at this point. And he's currently about 3 or 4 seconds in front of the top 8. We'll park the championship chat for the moment, but it might well come back now. What a save from Dave Allen. He was hit there by Jackson Paul. I think it was slight contact. I don't think it was intentional. But Dave Allen had to make a big save down towards the low side of turn 2.
What a save by Allen. That could have been championship ending for him at the end of the day, had he fallen a lap down or potentially even 2 with a huge amount of damage, but was able to avoid it with quick hands like a cat. And we're green flag running one more time. Dave Allen giving a little bit of a push to the 59 of John Rousseau up ahead.
Oh, goodness me. Jackson Paul on that high side is an absolute weapon, and he's gotten up to 4th place already. As I mentioned earlier, it does really hurt his tyres late in the stint, but look at how...
Gonna be Dave Allen still attached to Jason Truckee and John Russo.
Side by side for 1st and 3rd. King Russo, while Wise gets to the inside of Morris, that is, who is the only driver 1 lap down. Actually might well be vindicated in this 2-tyre call.
There's Dave Allen as well in 4th position on the high side behind Frank Marchese. Here we go at Homestead-Miami. We're ready to take the green flag from Barney one more time.
Indeed we are.
Frank is trying to go around the outside of Alonzo King Jr. right now, and it's end up working his way. The 80's getting swallowed up by the 46 of Jason Truckee. Jackson Paul getting some draft in the rear end. Does he give a touch? No. He tries to make it 3 wide. And he's going to fall back behind Dave Allen, importantly, who's now going to challenge Jackson Paul for P2. I don't think it's a challenge anymore. I think it's a sure thing. And there's big trouble behind as the 80 gets cut. And Dave Allen can do. And this will be a repeat of what we saw earlier on in this championship where these 2 Goliaths went head to head. Back to green, Frank the Tank, Dave Allen giving us a treat now. And it looks like Dave Allen is going to lose ground to Jackson Paul, who's up ahead, and Paul gets spun all the way down to the apron, and that's going to call a caution.
Well, I said it was an uncomfortable place for him to be down there. Not sure that was time come up on him. He does. Allen then goes below. Oh, no, he loses it while he's coming back up, and Allen stands on the brakes there to avoid him. It was a solo spin in the end.
Frank the Tank getting the 4 in fuel. Dave Allen getting the 4 in fuel also.
I'd have thought everybody reacted well. He's gone to the low side, 3 wide. Dave Allen gets hit. Dave Allen into a big spin. And he knocks over to Josh White. Allen's in the wall hard. We're going to be going to green-white checkers at the last race of the season. And the points leader is in the wall and he's blown his engine.
For Dave Allen as well as he charges up into 6th position now. He's already got one done on James Burns, and he's going to continue to charge up.
Yeah, he should be fine now as long as he avoids damage, avoids a crash here right at the very end. He might well make a charge for the race. We'll see. Outside for Frank Marchese. Oh, just in front of Dave Allen. Oh, he swipes to avoid it. Extraordinary avoidance as we see the white flag here. This race is official. Dave Allen goes from one side to the other to avoid Justin Ray, and surely he's going to win this championship now. But Frank Marchese might well end the season with a race victory instead of the championship here. He deserves to. He's led almost every lap of this race, apart from the last few. John Russo earlier, and now Jason Truckee have held on well in the last couple of restarts, but Marchese looks to have this. Paul trying to get round the outside, can't do it. Now Wise goes into a spin as Frank Marchese wins the final race of the season. Dave Allen, just 3 positions behind him, crowns himself the American Sim Racer Truck Series champion. Celebrating at Homestead together.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the results.
Then that's bad news for Marchese, really. a top 8 indeed would be good enough for Alan at this point. And he's currently about 3 or 4 seconds in front of the top 8. We'll park the championship chat for the moment, but it might well come back now. What a save from Dave Allen. He was hit.